my name is Lorena, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the 5 things that have helped me live a happier and healthier life. Before we jump into this video, I want to let you know that in the description below, there's a link where you can join me for a one-on-one call completely free where we can talk about the 5 things that can help you reach a happier and healthier life. So, to get started, let me tell you a little bit about my story. A few months ago, maybe about a year ago, I was in college and I was in the one semester in college where I was by myself. I had a roommate, my sister was there, but my fiance wasn't. I was just recently engaged and I was just in school because I needed to graduate. So basically I noticed one thing, and it was that I would get to class, but I really didn't know how I got to class. Obviously, I knew I took the bus and I had made it to my classroom, but everything in between getting from one place to the other, I really didn't know what was going on because I wasn't paying attention. And when I noticed that, I knew I needed to change something. So I started with just making my life a little bit more mindful. What that meant was that instead of just waking up, brushing my teeth, having breakfast, and heading to class, I would wake up with 2 hours in advance. I would journal, I would read a book, I would cook my breakfast and I would eat it, and I would think about everything that I was doing, and I would do it in a peaceful way rather than waking up with an hour in advance, had 30 minutes to do everything and then 30 minutes to get to class. That was really stressful, and then what I decided to do just made life so much more simple. And from that day on, I have tried to practice mindfulness and doing things in a mindful manner. Obviously, have been some bumps in the roads, and I'll leave a link to my IGTV on the description so you guys can see a longer version of my story. But these are the 5 things that have helped me so far. First, it's doing one thing at a time. Yes, I know we live in a crazy world where everything's so timely and we just want to be multitasking and doing everything. I remember doing my resume, and the biggest thing that you could put on your resume is that you were a multitasker. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's better to do just one thing at a time. I like to just sit down, eat my breakfast, and focus on eating my breakfast. I focus on showing my food. I focus on the taste, how hot it is. I focus on my food. I'm not on my phone scrolling. I recently just started a challenge to stop using YouTube because that has been one of my bumps in the road. I've started watching YouTube while eating my food. So I recently started a 30-day challenge where I'm no longer doing any technology while eating. And that brings me to the second thing that I've been doing, and it's mindful eating. Like I said, focusing on everything you're eating, knowing the nutrients on what you're eating, enjoying every bite that you're taking, focusing on every bite, every chew, just being really, really mindful of the intake, and also being really thankful that you have food on your table. That is something that most people take it for granted because you just have food. You make your food and you eat it, and you're not even thinking about how lucky you are to have food. The third thing I've been doing, and it's something that I highly recommend people do, it's walking mindfully. You'll probably notice everything has a little mindfulness to it, and that's just the lifestyle I've chosen to live. And there's many different lifestyles that you can choose, but this is the lifestyle that works for me. Mindful walking basically means that you go out for a walk, no music, no distractions, and you're focused on your journey. I like to go on walks with my dog. I don't bring my phone. I focus on my dog. I focus on myself. I focus on every step that I'm taking and the journey that I'm taking. Why am I doing it? How am I doing it? Who am I? That's the most important thing when you're doing any of these things. It's noticing, who are you and why are you doing this? So when you walk mindfully, you walk with a purpose. Even if it's just walking your dog, you're walking with a purpose. The fourth thing that I do is empty my mind. Some people are very good at keeping their minds crowded, but personally, I like to brain dump, I like to journal, I like to sit still, and those are all parts of keeping an empty mind. So every so often, almost maybe once or twice a week, I sit still, no thoughts going through my head, no movement, just peaceful meditation. It's called stillness meditation, where I don't think about anything. I just allow my mind to be empty. And it helps so much because after the meditation, you have all this amazing positive thoughts that come into your brain, and they are just so powerful and filled with value, rather than thoughts that are filled with maybe thoughts of consumerism and negative thoughts and things that are not really gonna help you progress in life. And then last but not least is all about forgiving yourself. Like I said, I'm not perfect. I have had many roadblocks, bumps in the road, whatever you want to call it, and it doesn't always work out. And I'm being really transparent with you. Sometimes it doesn't work like we want it to. Like I said, sometimes I have breakfast and I'm watching some sort of YouTube video, or I have dinner with the YouTube, or I have lunch with the YouTube, which is what's been happening lately. But I forgive myself for doing that. And today I set the intention that for the next 30 days, I will practice eating without distractions. And we just got to be able to forgive ourselves for our mistakes and continue to move forward. Because if we continue to be held back by those mistakes, there's no way we can move forward. We're just stuck in the past. And the past, it's in the past. We can't do anything to change it. We can only do better to move forward. So those are the 5 things that help me live a happier and healthier life. Like I said, there's a link in my description that you can click to make an appointment to talk one-on-one with me, find the 5 things that can help you, and possibly learn more from me. And if you want to do that, make sure to subscribe to my channel, like this video so other people can benefit from it, and share it with your friends if you feel they would like it. Bye.